Here's one of our favorite clips from Neighborly Discourse with Billy and Steve.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Neighborly Discourse with Billy and Steve.
What's up? What's up?
I am Billy.
And I am S to the T to the E to the V to the E, Steve.
If I was better at video editing, like I would put in a bunch of things in here, like make my eyes bug out or my eyes like close and like fake snore, things like that. But I'm just a regular guy.
Hey, I had a neighborly discourse. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days ago, I had a neighborly discourse, and it was
Did you just happen to talk to a person?
Just happened to talk to a person.
All right, because neighborly really resigns you to 4 people.
Oh, no. Neighborly, it has to expand. Well, listen, it does start with the people who are next to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, in fact, I'm going to tell you 2 conversations. One that I had and one that Sarah had. The one that I had to take Sarah's car into the shop to get a little paint work done.
Yeah.
And when I walked in, the guy told me it's going to be an hour. Come in, don't go anywhere. He'll get me out in an hour.
Yeah.
So I came with a book to read. I'm reading Speechless right now. So I sit down, getting comfortable, and he's like, "Hey, what's that you're reading?" I said, "Speechless." He said, "Is that a class you're taking? You know, whatever."
Yeah.
And in trying to figure out what's the best way to describe it, I said, "Well, the best way for me to tell you what this is to tell you it's an anti-woke book."
Mm-hmm.
Boom. So that tells you a lot. When someone tells you they're reading an anti-woke book, you already know what side of the line they're on, right? So I'm going to fast forward. This guy, he comes back later on and engages with me and wants to have a conversation with me. And I think that he's already fascinated by me that I'm reading a book that's anti-woke. Yeah. So he needs to know more about me. And so
because my guess is he's Democrat or liberal.
Yes, no question.
You are a mythological creature to them. Because they still do not believe that there are black conservatives. They don't. They're like woke is white code for helping black people or minorities, whether it be women or whatever the hell it is. Uh-huh. And they're like, well, hold on a second. Woke means like I'm making myself unbiasedly racist to make you feel better. You're supposed to be mad at me. They don't understand that most black people think this is nonsense. Uh-huh. So yeah, you're a unicorn. So
he came and he asked me a question like, I wish I could remember the first question that he asked, but he basically said, "So listen, can I just ask you like, how do you deal with this the whole black things?"
Yeah.
He said something to that effect. I'm not really sure exactly how he said it, but I was eager to jump into it. I said, "Okay, well, let me start by telling you this: that I'm probably the most conservative person that you've ever met in your life." Boom, just laid the gauntlet down. And then we started to process my life, his life, and whatnot.
Yeah.
What I think he found interesting that I was black, conservative, married to a white woman. Mm-hmm. He wanted to know, well, how you raise your kids. Oh, hold on. That's what the question was. The question that he asked me was, how do I raise my kids in this environment? Mm-hmm. That's what he asked me. And then
it's a valid question.
And then I went down. No, I wasn't. And then I went down the path. I said, well, first of all, let me tell you, I'm a conservative, probably more conservative than anyone that you ever met in your life. And my wife is white. So, and I took him down that path. So I think I opened his eyes to the fact that, dude, I don't walk around feeling oppressed. I don't walk around feeling like I'm less than, and I got to look over my shoulder. I told him stories that we shared on this podcast of things that I told him like my youngest kid went out with 2 white girls and one of them is so woke that she's telling him about his oppression. And he's like, I have a black man that lives in my house. You would think he would tell me these things. You know what I'm saying? So we had all that, and it was fascinating.
No, but think about that statement for a second. The white girl, excuse me, the white liberal is telling your mixed race son that he's oppressed.
Yes.
Like, no, my life, I live it. I experience my life. You don't. Oh no, I'm sorry. You don't know what you're talking about. That's an elitist mentality.
My goodness. Do you know that I never put that 2 and 2 together until just now, this very second? That is exactly what we're talking about?
Yeah.
But here it is in a smaller, this is like, she's not even elitist yet in terms of
she's got her training wheels on.
Yeah, she got her training wheels on that she's set a course in her life where she's going to be telling people how they should be feeling and what they should be thinking. That is intriguing. That's interesting.
At least for us, anyway. That's our base for elite mentality. That's like 101.
Right.
They know better than you.
So we're having.